My name is Chuck Catanese. Myself and my wife, Kathy, have been here at St. Paul since 2010. It took a couple of years for us to get involved here, but in that time, the involvement included being put in charge of the Altar Guild. So Kathy and I take care of doing that. Also have been the treasurer of the parish for about 5 years now and really enjoy that. St. Paul's is a good place to come and be welcomed. However you are, people are not questioned to their backgrounds and education or beliefs, political beliefs, or any kind of beliefs that we have. It's a good place to come and feel like you're part of a family.
Hi, I'm Ann Stutzer. I was volunteering at Feeding Medina County with Sue Muffet's husband. And as soon as she saw me show up in church, we had Dave in common, and she started recruiting me to the Altar Guild. I've never done that before, so I had questions, and this is my first day actively being involved in setting up the altar with Chuck and the ladies of Group C. So we started out off of the altar back in the sacristy. Points for getting that correct. And what did we do back there?
Well, what the sacristy is the place where we keep all of the utensils and supplies that are used to go ahead and set up the church for services, whether they're Sunday services or baptisms or weddings or funerals. That's where the supplies are, and then we take the supplies out of there and transfer them here into the church and do the setup.
I noticed I recall we did candles, we did hosts, we did water, and
wine.
Did we actually do the wine or just move the
wine? The wine.
Oh, is in the back.
Yes, the wine and the hosts that are being used for the service are put in the back of the church so that the gifts can be brought up during the service and presented to the priest for being blessed.
And today is Saturday, the normal day that we do it for the Sunday 8 a.m.?
Saturday is the day most of our groups set up. There are some of the groups that will set up on a Friday rather than Saturday. But Saturday is the predominant day as far as that goes. We have 4 groups that get together to do this. We're doing so once every 4 weeks. People come out, help do the setup. Takes maybe a half hour on Saturday morning to do it. And then we also go ahead and we will switch over everything, clean the utensils and vessels between services, and get it reset up for the next service that is near. People that are at the later service or the last service of the day will clean the vessels and then put them away in the cabinet.
It sounds simple, but I think it's more involved than it sounds.
It's a relatively simple process, and as you're doing it, you get a better understanding of what happens and why it happens.
Yeah.
What the priest is doing, why the priest is doing it. That's one of those things that I've been able to convey to people as we're doing this thing. So it's not that you're just putting things out there, but coming up with an understanding as far as why we're putting them up.
And I appreciate that. Growing up Catholic, it was all a mystery to me.
Mm-hmm. I grew up Roman Catholic also. And again, everything, when I was a kid, you weren't even allowed to lift your head up to watch the priest raise the chalice up during communion.
Right.
It was one of those things that was very secret. Here in the Episcopal Church, it is much more welcoming. It is more loving. It is friendlier. And
Yeah. I drove past the sign outside the church for years and saw God loves you, no exceptions. And it finally got me through the door. And I'm glad I did.